3 more miles to go. This is the one more 10 mile for my long run this weekend. So today, all I could think about is relax. Just to relax. That's all I could think about this morning. Just relax. Relax. Because like I always say, I love this traffic light. It's to just relax. That's what today's all about. Just relaxing. Because when I relax my body, I'm able to lean forward a little more in my body moves, and I breathe. And of course, the calisthenic with yoga this morning as usual. Man, I'm trying to get to like 400 push-ups before I leave for my run. I'm stuck about around 120. This is definitely a journey. Because you try to do the push-up slow and stretch. Push-up, stretch, it is amazing, So I'm stuck about 120. I can't wait to get to that 400 mile workout every morning before I run. Do my 400 push-ups instead of this 120. And that's the amazing part, it's like a journey. So today I'm thinking about just relaxing. Because I realized the more I relax my body all through the day and eat light, like I've always done, I get less tired. Because a lot of times, tensing the body, that's why we need so much sleep at the night time. That's why it's a struggle to get up. Because even though we're not moving the body physically, the stuff that we do emotionally can really get us tired. As a matter of fact, the stuff that we do, setting the emotions in the brain, is more tiring than actually exercising. Yeah? Setting emotions in the brain is actually more tiring than exercising. Believe it or not, stress takes a lot of energy away from you. Yeah, like this whole me coming out here to jog and do what that is a lot easier than stress. Even though our brain is not thinking about it because we're so used to thinking the other way around. It's like the other day someone was asking me, "Oh, you do all this running?" I'm like, this is a lot easier than drinking and smoking. As a matter of fact, yeah, because you use more energy when you drink, smoke, and eat a certain food. Like food alone for your stomach to digest it. And that's why, most people recommend, a lot of dietitians recommend either being vegan, vegetarian, or eat less meat. Because it takes your body longer to digest meat than we realize. And the fact that as a human, most adults, all of us anyway, food actually stays in us for 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours. That's how long food stays in us. And if you even count how many, all you have to do is just Google these things. How many hours, for example, you could go without food, it'll blow you away. I've known people that fasted for 10 straight days in just water. And it's really amazing. I've done it myself where I literally run about 80 miles on an empty stomach. Yeah, I did. 80 miles on an empty stomach. The only thing is it cost me. But I did 80 miles on an empty stomach. And the only time I felt hungry is when I remembered it in my head. And that's when my body went into a shock. 80 miles, no food. So it's really funny when we become aware of these things, But the thing about it is, it's not because we're weak. It's just that as human beings, it's really funny, especially when there's food around. That's why it's very important to eat less sauce. Because all this food have things in it that when we eat them, we're never satisfied, we're never full. And that's why it's really hard for a lot of us to actually drop weight. And it's not a it's not a bad thing, you know. And the reason why a lot of these things are hard to do is because we judge it. We think there's nothing wrong with it. But it's just that, like through shared information, talking to one another, we not only make ourselves better, we help someone, we give information to one person, they give it to the other. And that way we could all learn through different things. Like, for example, my diet is, I started my day with a banana and the pears, while I run. Like 2-3 cups of water in the morning. I got to do that. I might take a little slice of coffee. And I'll come out here do this easy 10 miles. Then when I go home, do a little stretching. And I eat my heaviest meal. I mix it up, both the cooked and the raw vegan food. So I eat some rice with some avocado. And that's it for the whole day. The only thing I eat after that is I get different fruits, apples. I just mix them up in color: apples, pears, bananas, and I get some nuts, and that's it. And I snack on that all day, with lots of water. And in the night time, sometimes I like the blackberries, so I snack on that too, and that's it. So I literally eat one meal a day, one big meal. And don't get me wrong, it's extremely difficult. Because everywhere you turn around, your lips are nosing saying, how about that? You run this morning. But that's where the sense of discipline comes into play. To be able to eat one big meal a day and function, And what I realized, bowel movement is so easy, because a lot of time when we do bowel movement, you will not believe the amount of things that we have in our system, and we carry them for days, certain food, because all we do is keep on refilling to stay in the body for like 3-4 days, and that's what causes toxins. So today, that's where that whole ideology of relaxing comes into play. And that's why meditation and sitting cross-legged helps, because when you have too much food in you, it's very hard to sit cross-legged sometimes, because your back just hurts. And a lot of time when you're sitting cross-legged and meditating and things, your mind is running everywhere, you're not doing it wrong. Those are just the emotions that you have kept in your brain for very long without realizing it. And as time progresses on, one sits and you find your own way of concentration. People can tell you how to breathe, but you still have to find your own ideology, how to do these things. And I'm not an expert, but as a human being, it's just not in our DNA to just wake up and not have time for ourselves. It is impossible. You could act like it's okay, but you just don't. It's a good thing that we brush our teeth, because all you have to do, even when you get up in the morning, first thing when you're brushing our teeth, you're thinking, you're meditating, whether you realize it or not. You could be sluggish, but you're still doing something. But at the end of the day, it is very important to have that moment for self. It's like a still paused moment. And what's so funny is the only time we actually remember all this is when our legs is hanging in a hospital bed. I do not understand. That's the only time we remember all this. We know all these things. Man, I got a big truck coming. Oh, look at that heavy noise. Pretty truck too. Alright. Going to a Walmart, look at it. Yeah, so the only time we remember these things is when our legs are hanging at a hospital bed, something tragic happens, all these things started to make sense. And we actually know it too. We know it. That's the thing. So today, practice relaxing. Anything you do, just sit down there, relax. Meditation doesn't have to mean just sitting down, but just sit on your table and just relax your whole body, sit in your whole body, and you'll be amazed what happens. The more, and I think a lot of time doing that is very hard because your mind is wandering, but keep on bringing the mind back to that relaxation mode, and you'll be amazed. I have another bad habit in the morning. I literally write to my body. Whenever it's hurting, I write to it and I tell it. I write to my body, please stop hurting. And I kid you not, it goes away. I've had a bad tooth in me for years. I couldn't even go to the dentist, but each time I write to that tooth and I tell it, this is what I wanted, it just disappears. Writing to your body, to yourself, is an amazing thing. And I do it with the opposite hand too, because you know what? It teaches you meditation, because that side of the brain is already dead. So trying to write with your opposite hand that you don't use at all is extremely challenging. And it teaches one how to focus. And that's what I call your one-on-one meditation class. Anyway, the rain is coming down a little bit right now, and practice relaxing today, and do tomorrow. Take a yoga class and never feel bad about yourself. Trust me, I struggle every day getting up. I hear that alarm, I'm like, what the biscuit, but I just love it. That's the challenge of it. So I'm gonna shut this thing off, focus on this easy. I got like 2 more miles to go, and till next time, one love.